Welcome, Menopause Wellness community. Welcome to the summer months. We are going to be talking about menopause and the summer. I'm trying to do a link with the Instagram family for the first time. Instagram family, we're going to be having with us, if I can get this correct. Um, and but do come in and say hi. We are a bit later than scheduled. We were supposed to be here at 8 this evening. We're going to be here we're here now. We're going to talk about the summer months and just share tips and ways we navigate through the summer months. Welcome. I'm going to trying to get this. Oh, I see. Okay, that's not going to happen then. Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to the live, and we're going to talk about the summer months. Welcome, W. Thomas. Welcome. Afro Rose, how are you? How are you this evening? We did a little bit later this evening. I would have liked to have done linked up with Instagram this evening, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I'm going to put this actually. I'm going to put this on this side now. But do come in. Welcome. How is everyone? Let me know how you're doing. Good to hear. Good to hear. So, we're going to talk about the summer months really and how we navigate through it. What sort of things could we be doing? Sharing some tips, what everyone else is doing. So, I want to hear what you're doing as well. I'm not just going to give you the tips, I'm going to share what I do as well to get me through the summer months because the summer months can feel really challenging because of the temperature. Now, as we know, the temperature can have an impact on our hot flushes and night sweats, sleep disturbances, all those things. So, I want to just kind of like get into what everyone is doing and share some simple tips. And you add your tips as well. Of course, you add your tips as well. I'm just going to pop this back in. I wanted to do this, but it wasn't going to work. That's not working. That's fine. But welcome. Let me see. It's here. Do come in. Let everyone know. I'm going to let everyone know we are here. I'm going to send out some. Do you know, I don't even think I know how to do that. Okay. Never mind. We will get it. We will get through that. Good evening. Good evening. Who is here now? Hi, Paula. How are you? The quotes. Welcome, sunshine. And N Adoa. Welcome to the community. So, this evening we were going to talk about menopause and summer. And because you know what, sometimes it can be really challenging. I find it's challenging sometimes. Some days are really challenging more than others because of the temperature. And the thing with being in the UK and the heat, it's quite dry heat, isn't it? There's no breeze with it at all. So I want to share with you some tips around how we can navigate through. You're going to have your own tips as well, so feel free to share those. Um, and we're just going to just do that this evening. That's what we're going to do this evening. Hi, Heather. Welcome. So, those of you who are new to the community, this is the Menopause Wellness community. And those of you who don't know, can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me before I go on. There's me yakking away. No volume. Okay, hold on. You can hear. Let me just do this. See this technology business, you know. Wait a minute. Okay, I've turned it up now. Can you hear me? Hi, Nanny. I know. Listen, we Is there sound now? You can't hear me? Oh, yeah, okay. Right. Right. Thank you very much. Right. You know what? You see these little gadgets, right? That I think, oh, let me try this. Let's not try it tonight. Let's not try it tonight because it's clearly not working. You know what? To be fair, I haven't even read the instructions. I haven't even read the instructions, so I need to go back to basics, right? And just read the damn instructions. Anyways, welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. We are going to be talking about the summer months because sometimes, you know what, this summer months is getting to me. It is really getting to me. I have been posting some summer wellness tips, slowly posting summer wellness tips. I've been I think I posted 2 or 3 this week, talking about nutrition, talking about I'm not going to say just in case I didn't post it, right? So do keep an eye out for the summer wellness tips. And if you've got any summer wellness tips as well, let me know because I can incorporate it in there. So we're going to talk about the summer world, and I want you to share with us this evening what you do as well to navigate through the summer months, because you know what? There can be some days when it's really challenging. Sometimes the house is hotter than outside. How does that happen? The heating is off at this point. Well, in my house, my heating is off at this point. Sometimes I used to keep the heating on very low because I was told if you don't keep the heating running, it can have an impact on it when the winter months arrive. So I used to always keep it on a very low heat, but now it's off completely because it's too much. It's just too much. So we are talking about menopause and the summer months this evening. And so, you know what? One of the first things I would say, hydration. It is so, so important to keep hydrated. That was one of my posts around summer wellness tips. Keeping hydrated. You would have seen me drinking a bottle of coconut water. That's majority of the time I will drink coconut water. Coconut water and herbal teas. And even though I like my herbal teas, in the summer months, drinking a hot drink can sometimes exasperate my hot flushes. So what I've been doing is making my herbal teas, letting them cool, put them in the fridge, and then actually drinking them cold. They're quite nice, actually. Let me know if you've tried any herbal teas and cold rather than hot. Do let me know. Hi, Nanny. Let me see who's here now. Sunshine. Welcome, welcome. Nanny. Afro Rose. OC. Welcome, welcome. I see some new queens in the house. Punka, welcome. Bev, welcome. Welcome, queens. So hydration is really important because you know what? If we don't keep hydrated, we can become dehydrated. And I've seen what can happen to people who become dehydrated. You could pass out, absolutely pass out from dehydration. So it's so important to keep hydrated. And when we keep hydrated, right, we're able to keep our skin hydrated as well, amongst other things, other ways of keeping our skin hydrated. My favourite drink to drink all the time, not just in the summer, is coconut water. I actually like coconut water because coconut water has electrolytes in it as well. What is your favourite drink? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. I'm glad everyone can hear me now. I need to figure out how to use these things. You know what I've got? I've got this little device here. Oh, I'll show you. This little device here. I just thought it was just so easy. I could just plug it in and it was ready to go. But clearly not. I need to read the instructions. That's what I need to do. And is the sound gone again? Oh, right. I think that was an old message. Catch up, Jackie. Catch up. Zany, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Follow. Celtic Salt and Water. Yes, I've heard about that. Pins, welcome to the community. Yes, I heard about that. Do you know what? I thought I had Celtic salt in my cupboard and I didn't. I must have dreamt it. I swear that I had Celtic salt, and I thought I went to get it, and I said to my husband, I'm sure I had that salt in the, no, I didn't have it. But yeah, that's supposed to be really good as well. My friend's husband told me to get that. And I will go and get some Celtic salt and try it. Because it's only, correct me if I'm wrong, Pins, it's only a small amount that you put in water. Is that correct? And you drink that. Because that's really good with your electrolytes as well. Oh, the whole science behind it, right? Because apparently, I've read that water alone doesn't help. Doesn't help. The water doesn't actually absorb in your body. Something to that effect, anyway. Someone help me out here. But yeah, there's something with just drinking water alone that is not. You don't get the full benefit if you drink water alone. Yeah, but thank you for the follow. Thank you for the reposts. Thank you for sharing the live. I started to drink 2 litres of water a day now. Sunshine, how are you finding that? You know this, you must be drinking 2-3 litres a day. You know, when I first started drinking these litres of water, my stomach felt like a swimming pool. I could literally, every time I took a step, I can hear it swishing. So I had to take my time and teach my body that I'm able to take that amount of water. So you had to take your time. So now I probably drink, I don't know, I think I drink probably about 4 pints of liquid a day. Yeah, so that's a combination of water, coconut water and water. About 4 pints, maybe 5. But yeah, how do you get on with your 2 litres? You see, the thing is with me, right, I think I may be drinking incorrectly. Because when I drink, I will be thirsty, and then I would get a pint of coconut water. And I would just drink. Not all of it, probably about a pint, because I'm thirsty. And actually, you should be sipping, right? Maybe take sips throughout the day rather than gulping it like that. I must think I'm a camel, I'm telling you. Hey, Claire. Camels do that, isn't it? Drink so much and then store it. Yeah, I think I just need to drink properly, because I don't think I do. I need to sip throughout the day. Thank you for the repost, Claire. Welcome, Claire. Claire is one of our community. Welcome. I drink lots of water and my fingers look like I need more water when I... Okay. So do you think that's... I know what you... Do you think that's... Yeah, it's to do with you're dehydrated, aren't you? Have you gone and checked that out, though, Nanny, as well? Because it could be something else. And how long's it been going on? But I know what you're talking about. I know I had... I saw someone with that. You are meant to... Yes, thank you, Athel Rose. You are supposed to sip water, right? There's me just drinking it. I just drink lots, and this is the thing. I know I drink incorrectly. I drink. I could drink a whole pint of half a pint just like that, and I don't think I'm drinking right. The sipping ain't helping me right now because I'm thirsty, and maybe I shouldn't drink when I'm thirsty. Maybe I should just drink throughout the day. I'm gonna try that definitely. As I said, yeah, I'm carrying on like I'm some sort of camel. I'm telling you, it's good. Oh, right, before 6. See, I always like to have a glass of water before I go to bed. Now, I don't, do you know what? I just like to have a glass of water before I go to bed. And sometimes I actually have water at the side of the bed. During the night, if I wake up and I feel thirsty, I'll go. But then I'm up going to the blasted loo during the night as well. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out, right? This is what we're doing. We're figuring it out. Yeah, I do like to have a drink before I go to bed, even if it's like half a pint of water before going to bed. Alice, thank you for the follow and welcome to the community. You run to the toilet often when you drink. Do you know what? When I drink all the coconut water, I find that I want to go to the toilet. Probably within an hour. It just goes straight through me. And this is why I avoid drinking anything. I don't drink alcohol anyway. Drinking anything before I get in my car because I'm too grown to be peeing myself. This is it, isn't it? So I don't drink anything before I get in my car. Can't do it. If I've got a long journey, then I cannot drink anything because I'm going to want to go to the loo. But I've noticed that when I used to drink that way, I noticed that it went right through me. And I think it takes a lot longer now. So again, I feel that you can train your body, right? Your body gets used to things. So yeah, but I only drink that like that when I'm in my house or in a safe place. Going doctors tomorrow. I've been like it a few. Oh right, yeah. No, Nanny. I hope that works out for you because that doesn't sound right. It could be dehydration, like you mentioned, but it could be something else, and it's always best to go and get it checked out. Absolutely. Okay, so we were talking about hydration. See, I'm moving. Let me just we're chatting away and we took off the subject. But anyway, are you the lady with the she creams? No, I'm not. Hi, Black KZ. The lady with the she creams? No, I'm not. I'm afraid. I start at 8 a.m. and finish before 6 p.m. Otherwise, I will be going to... Oh, okay. I see. So you do that for a specific reason. Yeah, it's whatever works for you, isn't it? Yeah, it's finishing drinking at 6. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I have to have a drink even before. The last thing I do before I go to bed in the evening is clean the kitchen. If the kitchen hasn't been cleaned, like after dinner, I will clean that kitchen. Even if it's like late at night, that's the last thing. I don't know. For me, I cannot go to sleep and I know that the kitchen is not been done. So I clean the kitchen and I have my water. But I don't know if I could cut off at that time. Oh, good. Whatever works for you, isn't it? We've all got our own little routines, and this is the thing. You can't see my comments. I can see your comments. Are you the lady? You just asked about the lady, right? With the she cream. No. Did you put another comment in there? Let me go back a bit to see. No, I've caught up with the comments now. So staying hydrated in the summer is very important, right? So I was asking everyone what they like drinking. I like my coconut water. I can drink it till it comes out my ears, telling you. So drinking water consistently throughout the day. I'm going to do the sips and not the pints. Coconut water as an occasional source of electrolytes. Listen, I drink that every day. Me personally, I drink it every day. I do. Herbal teas, I mentioned. And I've been trying my herbal teas cold. And they're quite nice, actually, because I do put a bit of honey in it. And I'm drinking at the moment ginger and peppermint. And another herbal tea that I enjoy drinking at the moment as well, soursop. To be honest with you, if you open my kitchen cupboard, it's just like full of herbal teas. It is absolutely full of herbal teas. So I've got soursop, I have ginger and peppermint, I have lemon and ginger. I have, my friend gave me some fruit teas as well. They've been very nice. I've also tried recently turmeric with, I can't remember what it's called. What's that star anise? Star anise, that's it. Turmeric with star anise and also pineapple with something else. I've been trying a few new teas as well. So I'm going to try them cold as well. So you can have herbal teas cold. And it is said that you try to limit caffeine. I'm not a coffee drinker myself, but and caffeine, to be honest with you, caffeine and alcohol raises your blood pressure. So, just try and keep yourself hydrated. Let me see, what don't you? Yeah, Nanny, let me know how you get on at the doctor's, please. Because that definitely doesn't sound right. Definitely doesn't sound right. Yeah, I'm not sure if you did. I saw all your comments. Hi, hello, how are you? Oh no, don't. Hi, Anne. No, you're not late. I started at 8:30 this evening. I was supposed to start at 8, but I'm with my grandchildren. Thank you. This is why I said excuse my nails. Look, my granddaughter painted my nails for me, so I had to put her to bed, and then now I'm here. This is why I came on at 8:30. So you're not that late. You're not late at all. But welcome, welcome. How about hibiscus tea? Yes, hibiscus tea. Good. Again, we can drink them cold. And this is the thing though, you've got to like herbal tea, right? Not everyone's a big fan of herbal teas. I'm a herbal girly, me. I love my herbal tea. Most herbal teas. I'm not a big fan of chamomile and things like that, and Earl Grey, but I do like my herbal teas. Hibiscus is a good one as well. Victor, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the. So those of you who've just joined and you're thinking, who is this woman? What's she talking about? Welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. My name is Jackie. I'm a menopause wellness practitioner, as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. So this evening, we're just having a chat about navigating through the summer, because when we are navigating through our menopause transition, right, this journey, when the summer months come and hit us, listen, some of us, it can be challenging. So we're just sharing some simple tips how we can navigate through. And we just talked about hydration and the importance of keeping hydrated. I actually done one of my summer wellness tips on our page about drinking, keeping hydrated is so important. Because I tell you something, when you're feeling dehydrated, right, and the sun hits you, you get heat exhaustion and heat stroke. My goodness me. I don't know if you've ever experienced heat stroke before, but it is not nice. Absolutely not nice. So keeping hydrated. And then the next thing we're looking at, and actually, when you're out and about, I need to learn to do this actually, carrying a water bottle with me. The thing is, when I'm working, I tend to carry a water bottle with me. But sometimes I do forget it. I need to be a bit more consistent. And if I forget it, then I'll go and buy some water. But actually keeping hydrated throughout the day, because particularly when I'm talking a lot during my working day, and I do have to talk a lot, my throat gets really dry. So I need to keeping hydrated is good. So nutrition, another thing. How do you keep your body topped up throughout the day? What sort of snacks are you eating throughout the day? At one time, I never used to eat any snacks throughout the day. I never snacked at all, because I used to snack a lot, unnecessarily snacking, and then I stopped snacking, and now I'm back to snacking. But I snack on things like blueberries. I love my watermelons. Oh, listen, I got a complaint, I used to love going to M&S for my watermelon, because every time you purchase watermelon from there, it will taste so sweet. And let me tell you something. I went in there a few days ago and bought some watermelon. I'm going to write a letter of complaint, because they weren't sweet at all. Disappointed. When you're really looking forward to something and you go and get it, and then you sit there waiting for the excitement with your taste buds. Didn't happen. So I'm going to complain. I'm going to write a letter of complaint to them. So keeping your nutrition, and things like watermelon and cucumbers, right? They keep you hydrated as well. So that's also good as well. And again, you've got to like watermelon. You've got to like cucumbers. Berries as well. I like my blueberries. There's some really nice tasting blueberries out at the moment. So, depending on where you get them. So that's another thing you can do. What is everyone else eating during the summer months for snacks? What are you snacking on? Pop it in the chat. You're welcome. Emma, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Feeling full Yes, it can do. Hello. It is. It's on the list. Bloating. But I will say to you, please remember, just because these symptoms are on the list for perimenopause and menopause, and I'm going to throw in postmenopause as well, it doesn't mean that we should just accept that it is the menopause. If you are concerned, I would always say to you, go to see your GP about it. Because there are some things on the list that women may experience, but actually it's got nothing to do with their menopause. So if you're concerned, go and get it checked out. But yes, bloating is something on the list. Those of you, you must have heard the list time and time again. I'm happy to go through the list if anyone in particular would like to hear the list. We've got a list of a lot of things on the that relates to perimenopause and menopause, postmenopause. Hi Tara, how are you? Nuts. Annie, what was the nut? Oh, the nuts. You snack on nuts. Yeah, that's a good one, you know. I've been, yeah, like you. What nuts do you like? I've been eating cashew nuts and pistachio. Do you know, some of you knew that I went away on holiday a few weeks ago. I came back and I purchased some cashew nuts they were coated in coconut and honey. That was different. I just had to get them. Cashew coated in coconut and honey. They were okay. They were actually okay. And it wasn't sweet, because you know sometimes they can overdo the honey side of things. Didn't overdo the honey side of things, but yeah, cashew nuts and honey. But I've been eating a lot of cashews and pistachio nuts as well. Yeah, but they're not salted. So nuts, is that orange as well? Thank you for the follow, N Jackson. Welcome to the community. You know what? I don't think I've had an orange for a long time. The last time I had an orange, it wasn't sweet. And I suppose where you get them from, isn't it? It really depends where you get them from. But yeah, when I don't eat, it's like satsumas. Satsumas are nice, but if I eat a satsuma and it's not dancing on my taste buds, I don't want it. I don't want it. Jody, hey, is that for the symptoms? Was that for the symptoms? I'll get the symptoms list on my laptop and I'll read through them. Is constipation on the list? Yes, it is on the list. It is on the list. I would like to hear the list. Yeah, okay. I'm going to get the list. I'm okay. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm a vegan and I think I eat healthy, but I'm putting on weight. Hi, user 242. Yeah, the thing is, you see, when we're transitioning through this time, we can put on weight because our hormones start to decline and fluctuate. You know, we can put on weight around our midriff area. These three key hormones, estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. Listen, them three. And estrogen is the queen of hormones, you know, absolutely the queen of hormones, I'm telling you. I'm going to get the list. Okay, let me just see. Thank you for the follow, user 545, and welcome to the community. Almonds, yes, almond nuts as well. You like that? Yes, please. Okay, let me get the list, and I'm gonna go through the list for everyone. Let me get this list up on here. Go into my little file of documents, and then menopause. And then if I put in my symptom list, symptoms, here we go. My hand's itching me. My hand's itching me. Itching. My hand is itching. It's been itching for 3 days now. Okay. So I'm going to go through the list here, okay? So this list is not to overwhelm you in any way, shape or form. This list is just about raising awareness that these things that I'm reading out could potentially be symptoms of perimenopause, menopause, and I'm going to throw in postmenopause because it doesn't stop. Here we go. Insomnia, palpitations, vaginal dryness, weight loss, hair loss, dry skin, muscle pain, hot flushes, low libido, anxiety, pain during sex, migraines, blood sugar spikes, brittle nails, acne, blood pressure dips, incontinence, depression, eczema, blood pressure spikes, vaginal atrophy, dizziness, fatigue, weight gain, panic attacks, joint pain, nausea, food cravings, breast pain, extra heavy periods, forgetfulness, lack of concentration, shortness of breath, unpleasant body odor, tingling hands, tingling feet, severe cramping, increased body hair, breast changes, skin sensitivity, numbness to feet, numbness to hands, extra long periods, depth perception issues, paranoia, constipation, bowel issues, fluid retention, clumsiness, underarm odor, blurry vision, chills, voice pitch changes, loss of bone density, irregular heartbeat, difficulty swallowing, back pain, indigestion, bleeding gums, crawling skin, irritability, bad breath, aching teeth, frequent urination, fatigue, high libido, frequent UTIs, facial hair, dry mouth, excess mucus, anal incontinence, dry eyes, psoriasis, thrush, flooding, acid reflux, rage, burning tongue, brittle hair, brittle dry hair, bloating, itching, tinnitus, worsening allergies, irregular periods, vertigo, gum pain, brain fog, metallic taste in the mouth, vaginal itching, rosacea, that's inflammation of the skin, electric shocks, restless legs, pins and needles, random tears, metabolism changes. Now, that's a lot, right? That is absolute a lot. Now, the thing is, I've been speaking to some other consultants as well, and we had a discussion. There's probably about over 120, right? However, there are 30 plus recognized symptoms. They're only 30 plus recognized symptoms. And I'm trying to kind of delve in and research why that is. And I personally feel that it may be because we're not speaking up enough. We're not speaking up enough. That's what I personally feel. We need to speak up a bit more, and then these lists will go. But what I'm saying, just because I've read that list, and it was probably over 90 on there, let's just not accept it. If we hear something that's on the list and you can turn around and say, oh, that's why I'm getting it, don't stop there. Go and see your GP, particularly if you're concerned about it. Let's just not normalize any of these things. Let's go and get it checked out. So I hope that list has helped. Again, like I said, not to overwhelm you. It's just to give you, some information. Ciao, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So has everyone heard something from that list that they're experiencing? I hope that everything on that list, I don't want you to be experiencing every single one on that list. I'll be very concerned. I've been taking... Okay, so how is that going for you? Have I heard of that? I'm just checking what that is, actually. If I've heard of that. Review. If I'm pronouncing it right. Review, her. Oh, was it? Are you supposed to say? Oh, yeah. How's it going for you? And the thing is, when we take something, we don't know if it's going to work until we start trying it, right? I'm going to get money. Listen, I better be getting, I'm telling you, 3 days straight, my hands have been itching me, and it's been a deep, deep itch. I'm telling you, a deep itch. Listen, very deep itch. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Kate, Welcome to the community. Thank you for the Kimmy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hey, Miss V, how are you? Oh, that's. You know what? Does it get better? Does this journey get better? Do you know what? It absolutely does. It absolutely will, and it absolutely can. This is what I'm going to put out there. I'm going to put it into the universe, right? It absolutely can, and it absolutely will. Now, for me, my journey, I decided to not go the hormone replacement therapy route. That was my decision. I just decided not to. And I just kind of started just using natural things, natural remedies. And at the moment, I'm on a break from my magnesium glycinate and also my evening primrose and starflower oil. Now, I navigated through perimenopause at the age of 42, and then I hit menopause at, what was I, 50, 53, I think I was, when I hit menopause. And then I went into postmenopause. And I'm now in postmenopause, and I've been in postmenopause for 3.5, coming up to 4 years. And I've gone through from having about 12 symptoms, experiencing 12 symptoms, and now only experiencing 2. My tinnitus that I had is disappeared. My vaginal dryness, itching, and the itchy skin, that's disappeared. The tingling hands and tingling feet, that's disappeared. Lots of things that I had kind of just disappeared. And I truly believe it is just the way I'm eating. That's what's changed. That's what's made the biggest difference. Because even when I had my itching, I got given some hydrocortisone cream from my GP, and I got told to use it for 3 days. And I used it for 3 days, and it did not help at all. Do you know what got rid of my itching? Avocados. I ate avocados, half an avocado, for 28 days straight, and the itching disappeared. So now I like avocados anyway. So now I just have avocados as a given. I will just eat it every day. And actually, it's on our food list in the community. So there you go. So welcome to the live, everyone. Welcome to the live. We're talking about menopause and summer, how we're navigating through the summer months. We've already talked about staying hydrated and the nutrition, the importance of that, and just finding out what everyone likes to snack on, and also how everyone likes to keep hydrated. So that's what we've been talking about. And like meal portions as well. I find that as I've gotten older, I can eat less. I used to eat large portions when I was younger, but now I cannot eat large portions of food. Cannot eat large portions of food. That sounds like I went to the GP today and Oh, sorry to hear that. Was the GP helpful? It's always good to hear that your GP, you know what, they have time for you, and they are building a nice care team around you. That sounds like my lumpers. Oh, and you know what? And the thing is that sort of condition can kind of like maybe exasperate some of these symptoms as well. Kate K, thank you for the follow. Kimmy, I've said that already, didn't I? I'm going back on the. She upped my dose on antidote. Oh, were you happy for that to happen? And did you discuss what is there an alternative? You know, when we go to the GP sometime and we get instructed that this is what you need to do we stop and say, is that the only thing I need to do? I'm not. You're not. Did you agree to do that? Okay. Yes, I have a few from the list. Okay. Jan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Good to hear that you are well, Miss V. See, I'm just catching up with all the comments. Yes, experiencing few from the list. Yeah. And they will, I don't want to take more. Yeah, and if you don't want to take them, do you know what? I think sometimes that when we get told or instructed by a consultant or a GP, this is what we need to be doing. Should we be asking the question, is there an alternative? Is there an alternative? Because actually, me personally, I don't know. I'm just militant me. I'm not doing anything I don't want to do or I don't feel confident in doing. I'm not doing it. I'm absolutely not doing it. Just avocado. Yes. Just avocados, listen. And if you don't like eating avocados because of the texture or the taste, listen, mash it up and put it on your body. Use it on your skin. Mash it up into a smooth paste. You can use it on your face. You can use it I've used it for a body wash in the shower. Don't get me wrong, it's very messy, but it's good. There's benefits. Claire, I'm going to speak to you. We're going to have a conversation. Tomorrow, I'm going to have a conversation with you. Because we haven't had a conversation for a little while yet. Okay, you're happy with the decision. That's okay. As long as you're happy with this decision, we're going to have a conversation tomorrow. Let me know what time is good to call you. I think I've got a meeting at 10. But other than that, these are the next 3 days are my rest days. So let me know what time. I'm going to give you a call. And we can have a catch up. Avocados are the best. Absolutely, avocados are the best. Listen, I've got one in the fridge that I'm going to eat. It was on the side, and I asked my daughter to put it in the fridge because I like my avocados cold. I do like my avocados cold. Okay, so let's get back to this now, right? Chatting away here, but that's fine. We're good. Lovely. Free tomorrow. Let me know what time, and I'll give you a call. We'll have a catch up tomorrow. So nutrition. So it's really important that we, look at our nutrition, eating protein with meals if we can, avoiding skipping meals. Now, do you know what? I am really bad at missing breakfast because sometimes I just don't feel hungry. So I don't eat breakfast. But recently I have been doing the breakfast, lunch and dinner thing. This morning, do you know what I had for my breakfast this morning? Cherries, a bowl of cherries. What sort of breakfast is that? But that's all I wanted. A bowl of cherries. But yeah, I'm not really good at eating the 3 meals a day thing. I'm getting there, but thank you for sharing the live, Anne. Yeah, but listen, these cherries are nice, I'm telling you. Anyway, back to this, right? So we need to think about our nutrition. Like I said, there is things like watermelon, cucumbers will keep us hydrated also when we talked about hydration. Try and avoid skipping meals. I'm not one to talk really because I skip meals. And choosing lighter meals when it's hot as well. And I suppose let me know, do you find yourself eating a lot of salads in the summer? More so salads or lighter meals? I know I eat a lot more lighter meals in the summer. So in the summer I probably would have like fish, which it doesn't take long to cook, with salad, a lot of salads really. That's what I find that I'm eating a lot. Or I won't have any hot meals. I will just eat fruit. I'll have fruit for breakfast, dinner, and for snacks. What is half an avocado for? Whole day, no fruit. Oh, what's that? What is half of avocado for? Whole day, no fruit. I was saying about avocados, I used it to get rid of my itchiness. I was eating half an avocado a day. And after 28 days, the itching disappeared completely, went completely. But it was actually decreasing over the time. The avocados worked for me. There are a few people, I think one of our community ambassadors uses avocado on her skin and she's noticed a difference as well. She doesn't like eating it, so she uses it on her skin and she said she's noticed a difference in the itching as well. Yeah, eating a lot more salads in the summer, definitely. Yeah, listen, it's too hot to go in the house and put that stove on. Listen, the stove or the cooker or the oven, no, it's too hot. So you just swap up a salad. It's easier, isn't it, in the summer months? Yeah, lots of salad. Oh, I love salad. Hey, Samantha, another community. I was just talking about you, Samantha. It was you I was talking about the avocados. How's it going? I just was saying that you don't eat them, you put them on your skin. Oh, thanks for the heart, me. Thank you, Jilly. Is it Jilly? I don't like pronouncing people's names incorrectly, you know. I've got a pet peeve of doing that. Your name's really important. I know you're probably using pseudonyms on here, isn't it? But still like to pronounce your name correctly. Avocado, I'm telling you, absolutely. Avocado. So another thing that's important during the summer months, how we can kind of keep navigating through it, are things like, thank you for the heart me. Movement as well. Movement is so, so important. How you choose to move is entirely up to you. But our body needs to have that movement. So for me, I stopped going to the gym, but I walk. I do walking. I went for a walk this morning for about an hour and a half. I usually go for either between an hour and 2 hour walk. So I went for about an hour and a half. And then I went for a walk the day before for a 2 hour walk. Thank you for the gifts for a 2 hour walk. So yeah, I like walking. So I do a lot of walking. So my body needs to move. So even when you've been sitting down for quite some time, you could be sitting down. If I find that if I sit down at home for a long time, when I get up, my hips feel a bit stiff and I don't like to feel like that. So I'm just ensuring that I'm just moving around every so often, you know. Know your body. Your body will tell you, will indicate to you what it needs. We need to listen to our bodies better than what we're listening to in it at the moment. Okay. Yes, I heard you. Your idea of the avocado scrub. Fantastic. I'd love to hear that. Love to hear that. I go to the gym now. I don't really like to, but yeah, do you know what? I hear what you're saying and good for you, because sometimes, you know what? We don't want to do things. And I just said, I'm not doing anything I don't want to do. You're right. But there's certain things that we know we need to do because it is beneficial for our health and our well-being. You're absolutely right. Yeah. But I do my walking. My joints hurt. What can I do for it? Okay, so, if your joints are hurting, first and foremost, I will suggest to you that go and speak to your GP, because why are your joints hurting? Is it that, it is this transition that you're going through? And remembering, although we're going through this transition, whether it's perimenopause, whether you're going through menopause, whether you're going through postmenopause, yes, joints can start aching. However, can it get better? Absolutely. I'll share with you, I got told that I've got arthritis in both of my shoulders, and the doctor said to me, you're just going to have it for the rest of your life. I've got arthritis, yeah. Do you know what? My shoulders don't hurt anymore because I move a lot more. And I know at first people say to me, well, it hurts to move. Do as much as you can. I'm not going to turn around and say to you, if you're saying that you're in pain when you move, start running upstairs. I'm not going to say that. Just move as much as you can, but each day you're going to try and push yourself that little bit more. That's what we're going to do. And I'm telling you, there's no pain in my shoulders from the time. And I do believe that because I've changed the way I was eating, it's gone. Totally gone. A lot of it is to do with our food. A lot of it is to do with our food. Yeah. Oh, I hear you. I'm with you on that one. I totally hear you. But do you know what? We can overcome the pain. Rheumatoid arthritis. Listen, I hear you. If you do, you know what? Those of you who've not done a food diary before, okay, if I asked you, how do you eat? What's your eating habits like? Because we've all got eating habits, right? But sometimes we don't actually realize, we don't recognize what our eating habits are until we actually document what we're eating or how we're eating. This is why I would always suggest a food diary. Carrying out a food diary for a minimum of 7 days, right? If you can do it longer, it's even better, but a minimum of 7 days will give you a really good overview of just how you are eating. And actually looking at that food diary and trying to identify any trends. What are you doing well, and what sort of things need to change? And actually, you could actually start identifying why you may be, your stomach's feeling bloated, or your gut health may not be great. Things like that. We don't realize these things because life is lifing as it does, and we just grab and go. We just grab our fuel whilst we're on the go. That's what we do a lot of the times, and sometimes we don't realize exactly the type of things we are grabbing and fueling our bodies with. That's why sometimes we've got to stop and pause and take note of what we're doing to ourselves, because what we're doing now will absolutely have an impact on later years. It will. Not enough fresh foods. Yeah, exactly. I eat a lot of fruit and drink water. That's fantastic. And as well, you have to listen to your body, because you know what? When I went on holiday, I was on holiday a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, do you know what? I'm in the sun, I'm soaking up the sun. Let me just start eating lots of fruit, lots of vegetables. And my goodness, after day 3 of eating vegetables, my stomach couldn't take it. I had to stop eating the vegetables because I was unwell. So, you have to just listen to your body. Let me just see. Let me just do this quick. It's asking me to put the puzzle in. There we go. Okay. So movement is important. Okay. So so early morning walks. At the moment, I'm walking really early in the morning. I don't know. Sometimes I get up. I'm awake about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I can't sleep. So I just think, you know what, let me just get up and get out and start walking. So that's what I go and do. So sometimes I'm out walking like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock before the sun. But today, for some reason, by the time I got back home, it was after 8 and the sun was beaming down. The sun got me. But movement is very important, right? When temperatures rise, so like I said, I prefer to move my body early hours of the morning. And that works for me. And when I go for walks, the walks help me move my body. It helps me get in that mindset. It helps my well-being. I try and think of nothing sometimes when I'm walking. So your benefits, you got the cooler temperatures when you walk early in the morning, if you can. It supports your mood. It supports your energy. Okay. Now, when you look at walking aids you to have better sleep also. However, in these summer months, listen, we're all battling, some of us are battling with our sleep, particularly because it's hot. What I've actually done is I've actually stripped my bed of the quilt. You get your 2.5 or your 5 tug quilt. I've just taken the quilt out and I'm just sleeping with the sheets. And I find that, and I've also changed my pillow as well to a cooling pillow. And I've found that recently I've been getting a better night's sleep. So I've just had to do them little slight changes. So I've now got a cooling pillow, but I've got the wrong one, my husband told me. Because he told me that I needed to get one with zinc in it. Because his cooling pillow is actually, it feels cool. My one doesn't feel cool. So I actually purchased the wrong one. But it did give me a better night's sleep. So I've just had to change things up because this 5 tog or whatever 2.5 tog quilt, it's not helping the situation. It's not helping my situation, so I just got rid of it. So I'm just sleeping with the sheets. So hopefully we can get a better night's sleep. But gentle exercise. Remember, when it comes to movement, exercise, however you want to call it, do as much as you can. That's all you're going to do. If you feel that you can only do 5 minutes of that, then only do 5 minutes of it. Right? And then you build yourself up over time. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. I haven't even been looking at the numbers in the room, but welcome everyone, because I see more people are in here now. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. My name is Jackie. I am a menopause wellness practitioner as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. And this evening, we are talking about menopause and summer, how we're navigating through the summer months. Because believe me, the summer months can be militant to us. Trust me, they can, right? And this worsening allergies, my goodness me. My eyes sometimes just stream and you can just see all the pollen going around. And I'm not sure if my allergies are to pollen. I think it's to grass, because I find that when the grass has just been cut, then I'm even worse. But I've had to just buy my allergen wipes. But right, so let me just check some of these comments and then I'll come back. If you are not part of the community and you would like to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow. We are here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. British summertime. I know this evening I came on a bit later. I'm on with the grandbabies to this evening, so 8:30 this evening. But we normally here at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. And we talk about lots of different things. We are having our first community meetup this month, actually. Do look at the posts on the community page and find out where it is. But the location itself, I don't give out until you let me know that you are going to be attending. What about sleep? Struggling most nights. Jilly, yes, sometimes it can be. I just mentioned, I don't know if you heard, I've changed up how I'm sleeping now. So I've changed up what I wear to bed. And also, I've changed my pillow recently. I've now got a cooling pillow. Even though I've been told it's the wrong one, I've got a cooling pillow. I should have got a cooling pillow with zinc in it, because they feel cool to touch. However, my cooling pillow is working well. And what I've done also, rather sleeping with a summer quilt, I've just got rid of it. Just got rid of the quilt. I'm just using the sheets. And that's been helping quite a bit as well. I've not slept with the fan on. I know the weather's been changed slightly. It has been raining, hasn't it? But I've not slept with the fan on for the last 4 nights, actually. Not for last 4 nights. But I've been waking up like 4:30, 5 o'clock. But I've just been getting up and going for a walk. So it's just looking at what is it? Is there anything that you could potentially change that may help? And as well, do you know what? This sleep disturbances as well. Remember, if you've had a stressful day, that could absolutely impact your sleep for that night. If you've got something heavy on your mind, that could. And do you know what? When I was at, we do menopause cafes with Bexley Council, right? When I was at the council, there was a few women talking about, because they have quite stressful jobs that traumatize them. And they said that they can't get to sleep. So what I suggested that they do is when they get home, just to try it as a suggestion, when they get home, I want them to write down everything for the day. And you could try this as well. You could try this as well. Write down everything that has kind of kept you feeling stress, your stress level high for the day on that piece of paper. Write it down. What it was, how did it make you feel, right? And then I want you to just get rid of it. Because now what you've done is kind of emptied your thoughts about it onto the paper and then got rid of it. You can't kind of like put it to one side before you go to sleep. So hopefully that will help. Yeah, I would just say just monitor, just look at the things, what we were doing before we go to bed as well. Because having our phone and things like that, I've started putting this has been quite a while now and it's really helped. I have my phone on the side of my bed at my bedside. I used to have it faced up. I now have it faced down. I put it on silent as well. And now it's face down. Now, when it does light up, I don't see it. So it doesn't disturb my sleep because I'm quite a light sleeper. Everyday quotes. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I'm tired sometimes next day because of it. And I hear that, Jilly. Yeah, you can't get sleep. And this is why it's so important as well. If you can, during your day, if you can have a little nap during your day, listen, them 10-minute naps, them 10-minute power naps, some of them are sweet. So try and get a little power nap if you can. If you can. If you're going if you're on the public transport, say you're on a train and you feel safe to do so, obviously, or on the bus, and you know you got a 20-minute, 30-minute journey, have a little nap if you can. Right? Because some people may say, what, sleep on the bus? Not me, But if you can, them little power naps can just have an amazing impact on you. Positive impact. Don't like meat, eat seeds like pumpkin seeds. Oh yeah, pumpkin seeds are good. Pumpkin seeds are quite good, Jackie. And this is the thing, as much as we're sharing things here, is if you do not like that, you're going to have to, it's trial and error, isn't it? It's really trial and error. Absolutely trial and one size does not fit all. I can be sharing what I'm doing, how it's working for me, and I can never turn around and say, it's going to work for you. I don't know it's going to work for you. You don't know it's going to work until you try it. This is the thing. This is why this transition, this life transition, let's all remember, this is a natural transition that will happen to all women, right? The menopause is something that's going to happen. However, 24% of women do not experience any symptoms or limited symptoms. Remember, there's those 3 stages. Thank you for the roses, Samantha. Remember the 3 stages of menopause, right? You have perimenopause. Perimenopause generally starts around the age of 45 to 55. However, it can start earlier and it can start much later. Everyone's journey is going to be different. So some of the common symptoms of perimenopause, that is going to be things like irregularity of your menstrual cycle, and that erratic, they call it erratic period, erratic menstrual cycle. Anything that's different from your norm is going to be erratic. So if you're on a 27 day cycle and all of a sudden it's now 30 days or 12 days and you are having your cycle much longer, much heavier, much lighter, that's different, right? This is what we're going to call erratic. And then that now can last perimenopause can last anything from, when you research, 4 to 7 years, 4 to 8 years. However, we know they can last longer. I had my perimenopause for 10 years. There are some women that are in their, 15th year of perimenopause. It's very different for everyone. So once you start getting those symptoms, and you can actually start getting those symptoms whilst you are still having your menstrual cycles, okay? It doesn't have to stop before you start having those. So some of the common ones, like I mentioned, mood swings, erratic menstrual cycles, hot flushes, brain fog. Those are some of the common ones, but you can experience different ones, right? One size does not fit all. So once you've navigated through your perimenopause, then you hit menopause. You don't actually officially hit menopause until you have 12 consecutive months of no menstrual cycle. So menopause is only actually one day. It's actually one point in this journey. Okay, so 12 consecutive months of no menstrual cycle, then that is your anniversary the day after that 12th month. Because sometimes, you know what, it happened to my mother-in-law, and I spoke to a few women last week. They said they got to month 11 of no menstrual cycle, and then bam, it came back. So they had to start from day one again. Okay, so remember, 12 consecutive months, no menstrual cycle, no spotting. And then after that 12 month, the day after, that is menopause, right? And then the day after that will be you're now in postmenopause. Now, postmenopause can last. It's going to last for the rest of your life. Postmenopause. I'm going to be honest here. Postmenopause is going to last the rest of your life. But what happens in postmenopause is your hormones can start to stabilize, and your symptoms can start to ease a little or ease completely and disappear. Again, it's very different for every woman. When you look at it, after menopause, women can still experience symptoms, but up to 20 years or longer. So postmenopause is where I have 70, 80-year-olds speaking to me, and they are still experiencing hot flushes, night sweats, UTIs. It's still happening. It is absolutely still happening. So everyone is very different. But what I would say to you is, yes, it's a journey, but you have an additional journey to find out what is going to work for you. Okay, so give yourself some grace and some compassion. Listen to your body, because your body will give you signals and tell you what it needs. It is so important to listen to your body. I'm telling you. Any little twinge. I woke up the other day and I felt a twinge in my back, my lower back, and I thought, oh, maybe I just need to drink a bit more water. And I went and drank some more water, and I felt a bit better. Probably was my kidney saying, what the heck are you doing? I feel dehydrated. Drink some water. So we need to just listen to our bodies, right? How was everyone in the heat wave? Oh my goodness me. Listen, this heat wave, you see this? I've gone back to my manual fan, because you know what? I can't get along with the handheld fan because it's going round. I charge it up and it's going round, and after a while it feels like it's just getting hot, and it's just making me feel even hotter. And I just thought, this has to make it make sense. So do you know what? I found this fan in the house, and I just gone back to this. And don't get me wrong, my husband says to me, it's going to make you hot, but I can control this. I can do it slow. I can do this fast. Listen, my fan. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, and things about protecting your eyes is so important. I've got some posts coming up. Look out for the summer wellness tips that are coming up on the page. Let me just see. I'm going to come back to this. And we are talking about menopause and the summer months. And do put in what you're doing, how you're navigating through the summer. But welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. And thank you for the follow every day. Thank you for the follow, as I said. Welcome to the community. Let me just see what else I've missed. Mango, pasta, chicken, leg mix, vegetables. You're cooking up a recipe there, Anne. You got a whole recipe going on there. Sounds good. I walk my dogs at 6 a.m. They go out 4 times. Yeah, that's lovely, Jackie. So you're getting a lot of walking in, aren't you? Julia, thank you for the follow. B, welcome to the follow. Thank you for the my word twisted up here. Listen, I go to meditation on Tuesday. Oh, that's good, Anne. Does it help? Because you know what? I find meditation, you know what? I'm a person that I like to be by myself, you know. I don't mind the quietness, the stillness. I actually like my own company. I appreciate my own company. See, when my husband goes away, I'm happy because I've got the place to myself. I can just, I'm at my own pace. I'm just doing things my way. I love it. Meditation is good. You don't know if it's good until you try it. Not everyone can get on with meditation. This is the thing. You've got to find out what works for you. Hi Irish, how are you? Welcome for joining. Welcome to the live. Watching while having a hot flush. Julia, get your fan. Get the fan. I'm telling you, these hot flushes. You know what? Hot flushes can last anything from. I'm a research girly, me. I do like my research. Hot flushes can last anything from 3 seconds to 10 minutes. Let me tell you something. A hot flush for 10 minutes. Listen, get out of here. Get out of here. Show me your beautiful smile. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, I can't even imagine a hot flush for 10 minutes. Listen, no, you need to knock me out. You need to knock me out. 10 minutes. The hot flushes that I've experienced, and they've been only seconds. Huh. Mishap. Is it Miss Hapri? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to. Absolutely. Listen, we have to stay positive because, I feel that I'm very mindful about what we speak into the universe, very mindful. Absolutely staying positive, have a positive mental attitude, right? Has anyone? Yeah, but let us know how everyone is coping with the summer months. We're supposed to be getting some hot weather this weekend, right? In the UK, that is. I don't know. Let us know where you're from. Where are you joining from? Tracy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Oh, Roslyn, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome, Julie. A cool bath. You see what, Anne? I can't have baths, I couldn't tell you the last time I had a bath. Everyone's thinking, what? No, I have showers. I couldn't tell you. And the thing is, I cannot have a hot shower. I used to love having hot showers, but having a hot shower exasperates my hot flushes and night sweats. And I can't do it. So I have to have a cool shower now. Yeah, but they're not nice. They're not as nice as hot. But definitely cool bath, cool shower. Oh, definitely. The mobile phone at night. You know what? And the thing is, the worst thing for me, right? If I cannot sleep, if I wake up like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, the first thing my go-to is grab my phone to look at the time. Who tells me to do that? Because now it's bright light. My eyes are wide now. Even if I've got one eye open and I'm looking at a phone like that, that's it. It's the bright light. It now triggers my brain to start working overtime. It's not good. And that's why sometimes we have to try and break out of our habits. Thank you for the follow. Hello, and welcome to the. We do. I think sometimes the worst thing is the challenge. One of the challenging things is to be give ourselves constructive criticism. So let me come back to this. I don't even know what the time is. I'm there chatting away and I don't even know what the time is. 9:04. Okay. So back to the summer months. If you are traveling, is anyone traveling this summer? On holiday? Is anyone going on holiday? Whether it's on a plane or in the UK, is anyone going on holiday? Because how are you going to prepare for your summer holiday? So remember, get your fans, whether it's a manual fan or an electrical fan, whatever you find, right? Keeping cool. So pack a fan, carry some water, stay hydrated. We talk about staying hydrated, didn't we, right? Wearing layers. So maybe wear layers that you can strip yourself down and be mindful about what you're wearing as well, because listen, silk in the summer isn't helping the situation, is it? We've got to be sensible. Wearing silky clothes and stuff like that, it's not helping in this heat. So thinking about what type of materials we're wearing, thinking about if we're traveling as well, taking snacks with us. Really important to have those little snacks. I like to snack on blueberries and nuts as well, so I've always got those with me. And just build some time to have rest, because you know what, sometimes when we are traveling, if you are traveling in a car or you're traveling on public transport, yes, we can take the moments to have some rest, but if you are driving, it's important that you stop. If you're driving for long periods, to take that rest as well. But just find time to find some stillness. Yeah, really important. Hey, Health is Wealth, how are you? An airplane mode can help you sleep. Yes, that's a good idea actually. Putting your phone on airplane mode. Yeah, because it will disconnect everything, doesn't it? Or not disconnect, but it will switch everything off. Mama, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Just checking if I've missed anyone's comments or messages, questions. Hey, is it Roheen? Hey, how are you? Hey, Ree. I've been taking the menopause vitamins from nutrient. Okay, which vitamins are they? Because they that Nutrient Geeks do a lot of things, don't they? Because I've got their magnesium glycinate that I use. So yeah, let us know if it's working well, because the magnesium glycinate is supporting my sleep. But I've had to change some things. Like I just mentioned, I had to change some other things as well. That summer quilt that's on the bed, it's gone. It's just been put away for now because it's not helping the situation. The heating's been turned right down, totally turned off completely. That's not helping. I've not had the fan on, like I said, for the last 4 nights, and I've had a better sleep. I have been not putting my phone, ensuring that my phone is down and not facing up because of the lighting from that, and not having the quilt, as I said, not having the fan on, trying to get to bed at a certain time as well, because you know what, sometimes when you're there and it's all 12 midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning, that's late. That is late. Unless you're at work, that's a different thing, right? But try and have a good routine to bed as well. And you have to find out what is working for you. Absolutely. I put my phone on sleep mode. That's a good idea. No. Anne, what's that? No money for holiday. Listen, sometimes, you know what? Let's just take some time out of your environment. Just take a bus somewhere, take a train somewhere into a new area. Just get in a different environment around you. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's so many nice places. Are you in the UK, Anne? There are actually some really nice places in the UK to go and visit, you know, even in the day. I'm good, thank you, Health is Wealth. Glad to hear that you are good. I've just started magnesium glycinate, but this fatigue is something else. I've slept. And you know what, Virgo? You slept most of the day. That's what your body needed. You're listening to your body. Because I'm telling you, if we don't listen to our body and our body decides, that's it, if you're not listening to me, I'm not going to do anything for you. You can't do anything without it. So you have to listen. So actually, you slept for most of the day. That's what you needed. Do it unapologetically and don't feel bad about it. I'm organising a woman's wellness walk on Sunday. It's just to get the community fit. Oh, that's really nice. What area is that? I love walking, me. What area is that? Let us know what area it is. And if anyone is available on Sunday, can go for a walk. Health is wealth. North London. Oh, you're in North London. I'm in Essex. Let us know where you're from, everyone. Hammersmith Bridge. Oh, right. I'm far away from that. I'm based in Kent. I live in Kent, so that's far at 11 a.m. So, right, if anyone is in Hammersmith Bridge area on Sunday, Health is Wealth has organised a walk, a women's wellness walk on Sunday, Hammersmith Bridge. Cool. Get in touch with Health is Wealth, and Health is Wealth will give you the information. 11 a.m. Hammersmith Bridge. Is that the meeting point, Health is Wealth? So listen, let's all get up and walk in. So if you're going on holiday this summer, think about what you need to pack to keep yourself navigating through the summer. Because more than likely, if you are going away, it could be a place that is going to be even hotter than the UK if you are in the UK. Right. Another thing that we need to be thinking about, self-care. We need to really look at the self-care, right? Summer often makes us feel we have to be consistently busy. We don't. We have to pause. You know what? A little while back, I started doing life my way. Because even down to cleaning my house, when I cleaned my house in the past, it was top to bottom, 2 hours, 3 hours, cleaning every little bit of the house in that one time. No, that's not working for me anymore. So I clean the house differently now. Today I may clean all the appliances. Tomorrow I may do all the carpeted areas. The next day I may do all the skirting boards and the walls. I'm doing it my way. Who the heck said you need to do it in the 2-3 hours that you got? No. I'm just learning to do things my way. What's working for me, and this is what I'm saying, you have to find out what works for you. I put the chat link in the chat. Okay, where did you put it? And I'll pin it up. I think I missed it. I'll go back and look at it and I'll pin it. So true, self-care. Listen, the self-care needs to step up. We really need to step up on our self-care, queens. We really do. Because if we are not going to look after ourselves, who's going to do it? Who is going to do it? What, we're sitting there waiting for someone else to look after us? No, we need to do it ourselves. We really need to do it ourselves. So self-care, what are you doing for self-care? Let me know in the chat. What I like to do, I like to have a massage. And you know what? Sometimes I don't have the massage money. So do you know what I do? I stay at home and I take my foot spa. I have massage my feet. I just take my time with myself. The other morning, I just didn't want to get out of bed. My husband said, do you want to go for a walk? I said, no, you go without me. Because I said, you know what? I'm lying here and I feel sweet. So I'm just staying in my bed for a little bit longer. That's what I did. That was my self-care that morning. And I just stayed in the bed for a little bit longer. So do you know what? We're always constantly, and I said this in a post, we're constantly loving on others, right? We love our friends, we love our family, we love our children, we love our siblings, even our acquaintances. But when do we stop to love ourselves? Come on, queens. Let's fix up. Oh my gosh, that's my struggle to clean the house. Listen, that before. And this is what I'm saying. User 475. Listen, I don't clean my house in a day anymore. I clean my house when I want to, bit by bit by bit. By the time I finish the house, I'm back around doing it a cycle again. I just found a way to do it my way. There's no written script that this is how you have to clean your house, right? So yeah, I'm making my own rules as I get older. My rules, my way. Do it your way. Absolutely. We do need self-care. Let me know what you're doing for self-care. We do. And even if, do you know what? I quite like me time. Me time is, thank you for the roses, Shell. I love me time, and I love the time when I'm just by myself. And as much as I love my husband, I like my time by myself. And I just like to sit in quiet. I either listen to music, or I'll read a book, or I just sit there and just chill and think of nothing. Like I say, put my brain in a jug of water. That's it. Nothing. My uncle, right, once said to me, my uncle lives in Jamaica, and he once said to me, Jackie, doing nothing is doing something. And he is absolutely right. And I didn't realize what he meant at the time. And I'm telling you, doing nothing is doing something. Yeah, do it your way. And this is again, I did another post on, you know what? We get so much information all the time. We're so bombarded with information. Even with when it comes to this menopause, we're bombarded with so much information about menopause. And actually, do you know what? Rather than stopping and thinking, oh, I should be doing that, or maybe I should be doing this, or maybe I should be doing that, let's pause and let's just do things our way. This is what we're going to do. Do it our way. When I even share information, I say to you, do you know what? Even though I share information, do your research, do your due diligence, right? You don't have to take my word for it. Go and do your research. Yes. Love that. You're choosing yourself right now. Absolutely. Choose you, Queens. Listen. Queens, we got to step up this self-care. We got to step up this self-care and this self-love. We really do, right? When are we stopping to just recognize how amazing we are? When are we stopping to just recognize that, do you know what? We deserve everything and more. When are we doing that? We need to. Because no one else isn't going to stop and say, hey, do you know what, Jackie? You're such a great person. You deserve this. You don't. No, you have to tell yourself this. Yes, it's nice to be validated. Don't get me wrong. It's lovely to be validated. But you know what? Let's start with self-validation. We're going to validate ourselves this evening right now, right? Because we are worthy. We deserve everything and more. We deserve the best, right? And we deserve to have self-care, self-love. We deserve it. We have to tell ourselves this. Absolutely. Yes, and it's stop. We need to stop neglecting ourselves, right? Because I tell you what, you see, when you've got a friend and your friend is feeling low and they're not feeling 100%, and you're the first person to probably go around and cheer that friend up, isn't it? Think about, oh, let me get them a little thing to cheer them up, whether it's flowers or buy them a little packet of sweet down the shop. You're always doing that. You're always that friend, I bet you. But who's doing it for you? Let's do it for ourselves. Absolutely do it for ourselves. Let's step up on our self-care, Queens. Step up on our self-love as well. So important. We need self-care. We need self-love. You need to tell yourself you are worthy of it. You're worthy. Just out of my... Okay, Shell, thank you for joining the live. Just out of your bed apart from dinner from the last 2 days. And are you in bed because you're tired? Or is it because you just don't feel like getting up? Because if it's because you feel like you don't want to get up, then I hope that the way you're feeling shifts. I really hope that for you. But if it's that you are tired and you've been listening to your body, don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad about it. Do you know what, Queens? We've got to walk this journey unapologetically. We've got to keep apologizing for, having these symptoms and having brain fog and everything else that we're experiencing. We really have to give ourselves some grace and some compassion and start living life our way. Do everything your way. Okay. All right. Well, do you know what? That's your thing, isn't it? That's your thing. You ain't out there, robbing banks. You're out there doing what you need to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. My goodness, it's 10 o'clock already. 9:30. Okay. Right. So self-care, as I said, we're going to step up on our self-care. Okay. So important. And self-care can be simple things, right? Just listening to your body is going to be self-care. You're looking after yourself. If your body is saying to you, you need to hydrate, it needs to be hydrated, stop, listen, go. Okay, go and get some fuel to hydrate your body. Those little things. Remember I said about symptoms. If you're experiencing symptoms, yes, if it's on the list, do not normalize it to say, all right, it's on the list, so I'm going to know. It's definitely to do with menopause, perimenopause, or postmenopause. Go and get it checked out. If you are concerned, we have gut feelings for a reason. When we have a gut feeling, let's run with the gut feeling and go and get it investigated rather than normalizing it and thinking, oh yeah, it'll go tomorrow. Look after yourself a bit better. Let's step up on this self-care. Yeah, and do you know what? I'm going to challenge you all. I'm going to give you a challenge. I want you to do something nice for yourself this week. Do one thing nice for yourself this week. Forget about everybody else for a moment and do something nice for yourself. If that means, I don't know, spending some time by yourself and treating yourself to something, maybe a bar of chocolate or something. Just treat yourself to something nice, something that you want. Yeah? Remember, needing and wanting, two different. We know that. What do you want? Not what you need. Treat yourself to something you want. Okay? Any tips for night sweats? Hey, Amajit. Welcome to the live. Any tip for night sweats? I'm really struggling to sleep with night sweats. Yeah, night sweats is a kick. I'm telling you, kicks you in the backside, doesn't it? So for my night sweats, and they have reduced dramatically. I changed how I eat. I've cut out sugar out of my diet a long time ago anyway. But if I have anything sugar related, my night sweats will come back and kick me in the backside. So it's about knowing what you're eating that day. Again, I go back to saying about a food diary, because sometimes life is life and we don't look at and recognize what we're eating. And even the ingredients in things, sometimes we don't look at the ingredients in what we're eating as well. So think about what you're eating before you go to bed. Thinking about, do you need to change your bedding? Things like I was explaining earlier on, I'm not sure if you was here, about the summer duvets, the quilt. I've taken it off the bed and just using sheets. I've changed my pillow to a cooling pillow. And there are cooling pillows with zinc, which they're a lot cooler. They feel cooler to touch. Just changing little things like that has helped me get better night's sleep, because night sweats is one of the symptoms that I'm still experiencing. Like I said, it's not as aggressive as it was since eating differently and doing things like moving more as well. I go for lots of walks as well. So maybe going for a walk before you go to bed, in the evening after you finish your meal, go for a walk. Just things like that. Just think about things like that. I use magnesium glycinate as well. So those things. But magnesium glycinate and evening primrose and starflower oil, I use those things. I'm on a break from them at the moment though, but I use those things to help me sleep at night. And things like any activities you're doing, because for me, if I have a hot shower, I will get night sweats. If I have a hot shower before I go to bed, I'll get night sweats. If I wash up before I go to bed but use hot water, I'm going to get some night sweats. So there's certain things that you may be doing that are actually exacerbating your night sweats. So again, track your symptoms and track. And the reason why I suggest you track your symptoms, I would just say this to everyone, because when you're tracking your symptoms, you get to know what things, what activities, what sort of foods will exacerbate your symptoms. Yeah. So I hope that helps. But yeah, just some tips. But if anyone else can give any tips, pop it in the chat for night sweats. But I found my night sweats have calmed down. They've absolutely calmed down. And don't get me wrong, every so often I do like a bit of chocolate. I do. And I'm not going to deny myself of it. I'm not denying myself. But I just know that when I eat that chocolate and I enjoy it, night sweats are going to visit my backside that night. I'm telling you. That's what I know. So I just take the consequences. Hey, Queen Official, how are you? Cooling blanket, that helps. Okay, cooling blanket as well, yeah. So cooling thing. And I've done some research before as well. Apparently bamboo sheets. And I never got around to actually purchasing any bamboo sheets. I might try and purchase some this summer, actually. Bamboo sheets are supposed to be good as well. So it's just like looking at different things, what works for you. And remember, one size does not fit all. And we just have to give ourselves that time to navigate and find out what works for us. Because we might try something and think, oh, that didn't work. And think, oh, I can't be bothered with this. But we have to keep pushing through to try and find what works for us. But definitely give yourself some compassion and grace while you are trying to find what works for you. Be patient with yourself. Absolutely be patient with yourself. Thank you for the follow, Amajit, and welcome to the community. Okay, so that's what, let me just try and put this up. Pin that up. There we go. So Health is Wealth is organising a summer walk in Hammersmith Bridge, not in Hammersmith Bridge. In Hammersmith Bridge at 11 a.m. on Sunday. So that's the information. You can get the information on Eventbrite if you're in that area. I would have loved to have come Health is Wealth, but I'm way far away from you. Too far. Yeah, so I think we just need to have a look at little things. Little things we do can make a big difference sometimes, you know. The little things we do can make a big difference. And you know what? It's all about, we're still learning. This journey, this transition, right? This natural transition that's popped up in our lives. We didn't invite it. We knew it was going to be coming. Well, some of us knew it was going to be coming. And actually, we didn't know what to expect. But it's here now. And do you know what? We're learning. But one thing, we need to work in partnership with it. We can't fight against it. We have to work in partnership with it. Absolutely have to work in partnership with it. Let me just see what... why are you on a break from supplements at the moment? Okay. Hi, Lady B. Right. This is how I work it. So I take magnesium glycinate and evening primrose and starflower oil. Now, I've been taking evening primrose and starflower oil since as long as I can remember. Now, what I like to do is when I finish like my bottle of vitamins, I like to take a break for the simple reason, when I finish taking it, I've been taking it so long that I just think to myself, is it actually still working? So my break, if I start getting symptoms or start getting a reaction that I wasn't getting before, then I know actually, yes, it is working. So I just like to have a break. I like to give my body a break from things. That's just me. I've always done that because sometimes your body just gets used to things. So yeah, that's why I have a break. That was a long-winded explanation, wasn't it? But you know what I mean, Lady B. I like to have a break. Menopause has made me so anxious and depressed. I've gained so much weight. I sweat like. I'm sorry to hear that, Queen. Do you know what? But things can get better. Absolutely, things get better. I would suggest you think about doing a food diary. I'm going back to the food diary again because life will life. And we sometimes do not recognize what we are fueling our bodies with. And sometimes we're picking up things that we shouldn't be eating, but we're eating because we know we have to eat and fuel our bodies. Because if we don't eat, we are going to we're going to have an empty tank, right? Just like our vehicles, it's going to have an empty tank. And if we don't fuel it, we can't move it. So therefore, sometimes we just grab whilst we're on the go. So this is why I suggest a food diary. Start checking how you're eating, what you're eating, and then you can work from that. And it may be that it highlights that you are not eating very well, or you're eating well and you could swap something up. I was listening to Lee from Magic Tree today, actually, on his live. And he was talking about listening to our bodies, and it's really important, and just swapping things up. So if you're eating strawberry cheesecake, it may be that you kind of swap it out with just eating strawberries maybe one day rather than the cheesecake. So it's little things we can do. But again, you do it when you're ready. You're going to do that when you are ready, and you do it in your own time, right? But it may amaze you the little things we do or you can do to help change things. And it can be a dramatic change in a positive way. User 475, thank you for the follow and welcome to the community. For those of you who've just joined, welcome to Menopause Wellness Community, and I am Jackie. Thank you for the little gifts. Thank you, Queen. And I'm a menopause wellness practitioner as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. We meet here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. British Summer Time. I know we did 8:30 this evening, but it's normally 8 o'clock. And we were talking about summer, menopause in the summer today. And we talked about, just to recap, we spoke about staying hydrated, the importance of staying hydrated. And we was asking what sort of things you stay hydrated, you keep hydrated with. I like my coconut water. And I know I did say occasional coconut water is a source of electrolyte, but I just drink it every day. That's me. That's what my body's asking for, so I just give it. And we talked about nutrition, how we're keeping our nutrition, what sort of things we're eating, even like little snacks through the summertime. I said I like my blueberries and I like snacking on nuts. Quite a few of us said that as well. We talked about movement, the importance of movement as well. Just move our bodies. Our bodies do not like that. Our body is not made to keep still. It's so important to keep it moving, not consistently moving, but every so often we like to move. And if that means you can only move, just walking in your hallway, then that's it, right? Gym, not everyone's got the gym money, I'm telling you. So gyms are there, but not everyone likes the gym. Gym isn't everyone's friend. So I threw in my gym towel and I do walking now. I just do a lot of walking. And I've got a few weights at home. And before I had the weights, I just used cans from the cupboard and did my weights. So just find out what works for you, right? We talked about sleep. Oh, we're talking about sleep now. Sleep. So after movement, sleep. Sleep is important as well, wherever we can. So things like cotton bedding, As I said, I've got rid of my summer quilt now and just using sheets, to be honest with you. A lightweight pajamas may help the situation. Bedroom ventilation is very important. The thing with ventilation in the room, right? I'll be honest with you, I don't like opening my bedroom window in the summer because my bedroom sits over my garden, and right now my garden is like a forest, and I don't want to be inviting any insects into my life right now. That's why my bedroom window is closed. For real. I'm not into these insects at all. So anyway, bedroom ventilation. Keeping a glass of water nearby. I mentioned to you that I like to have my water at the side of my bed. Whether I drink it or not is another thing, but it's there. If I wake up in the middle of the night and I feel thirsty, I've got my water there rather than having to go downstairs and go and get the water. So having those things, cooling pillow or fan. I've just invested in a cooling pillow. I think I bought it for £11. I think I got told it's the wrong one, but it's helped me. It's not as cool as I want it to be because it hasn't got the zinc in it. But the cooling pillow is actually working for me. I think I've had it 5-6 days now. Avoiding heavy meals late at night as well. Again, we have to look at what we're eating, how we're eating. I know for me personally, I try and eat before 9 o'clock, before 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, I can't eat. If I eat later than 8 o'clock, I find that I have a very sluggish sleep. It doesn't make my sleep good. It doesn't help me sleep. So I just for me personally, I don't eat after 8 o'clock. I will have lots to drink. I'll have water and coconut water if I need to, but physically eating, no. I think 9 o'clock is the latest that I would eat, and that's if I'm out and about. But other than that, if I'm at home, 8 o'clock is the cut-off point for me. But again, one size does not fit all. Find out what works for you. Okay. So things like the better fabric in the hot months is going to be cotton. Okay. Protect yourself. Remember, sunglasses, sunscreen, sun lotion. I've been looking at some sun lotions actually. I use avocado oil and argan oil on my skin. And although it's not sunscreen, it acts as that's my base. Okay. Because argan oil helps protect me from the sun. Not as great as the sunscreen, but it's my base, and then I'll put my sunscreen on. But I found a sunscreen that is 100% on the Yuka app. 100 out of 100 on my Yuka app. So I'm going to invest in it, and I'll give you an update on that. So think about your sunglasses, your sun hat, sunscreen, and just think about shaded areas as well. When you're traveling, if it's really hot, we can't be keeping in the sun too long because that the rays of the sun, it feels great sometimes, but actually we've got to protect our skin, right? So having your sunscreen on, going in the shade for a few minutes. Even if you're driving in the car, sometimes the sun is reflecting on that window. Your arms, I'm telling you. So we think about all those things, how we're going to protect ourselves during the summer also. And take those breaks. Listen to your body. If your body needs to stop, then you're going to stop and take that break. Protecting yourself isn't about avoiding summer. It's about enjoying it safely. Remember that, okay? So those of you who are traveling this summer, we spoke about that as well. But I'm going to challenge everyone to kind of step up on their self-care and self-love right now. That's what I'm going to do to you, queens. Step up on your self-love and your self-care. That's what I'd like you to do. Cotton pajamas, absolutely. Cotton pajamas. And that's if you wear pajamas. Some people don't like wearing pajamas. Some people don't like wearing nightshirts, wearing t-shirt, whatever you want to wear to bed. What you do, what you need to do, right? Why do you? Okay. Is 2 hours sleep at night normal? No. FB, hi. No, 2 hours sleep. And I know some people are struggling with sleeping. I don't know how long you've been in the live, but I would again suggest look at what you're doing before bed. Also, things like what time you're eating before you go to bed. Any stresses before you, any stresses that's happened during the day that you kind of need to park before you go to bed. Because if we're going to bed with our mind full of stress and worries, we're not going to get a good sleep. That's going to just rule out your sleep in the first instance. Thinking about your activities before you go to bed as well, like the phone, the TV, how long has that been? What sort of things are you doing in terms of your sheets? Are you using cotton sheets? What you're wearing to bed? Just lots of little things like that, so we can be looking at. But no, 2 hours sleep is not normal. You need more than 2 hours sleep. Otherwise, you're going to feel fatigue even more so. I would suggest you maybe go and speak to your GP about it. If you're only getting 2 hours sleep, particularly if it's been for quite some time, go and speak to your GP to see what they can potentially recommend. Yeah, but it's not normal. And I suppose with 2 hours sleep, you're probably feeling shattered, aren't you? Absolutely shattered. And sleep deprivation, listen, when you're deprived of sleep, the slightest little noise can just make you start crying. It's not good. You're welcome. I'm just looking at my nails look mad, innit? Look, sorry, my granddaughter painted my nails and I just she's 5. She said, "Can I paint your nails, Grandma?" I said, "Yeah, but it don't look great. I need to take that off." Bless her. Why? Okay. Yes, so I'm going to be going in a bit. I didn't even realise the time, but we'll be back on Wednesday. But as I said, we was just going through the summer months. We can, you know what, summer can be challenging, absolutely challenging for many of us. But we just go. I'm going to leave you these things, right? I want you to think about what one thing are you going to do for yourself with regards to the summer. Other than step up on your self-care and your self-love, what are you going to do? Drink more water. This may be drink more water. Take an early morning walk, it may be. Add more fruit to your day. Prioritize sleep. Wear your sunscreen. Those sort of things. What one thing are you going to do for yourself during this summer? Pop it in the chat for me. What are you going to be doing? I'm going to continue drinking my water, but I'm going to look for the sunscreen. I'm going to go with my sunscreen because I've just found some sunscreen that's 100 out of 100 on the Yuka app. So I'm going to purchase it and see how I get on with it. Yes, definitely. Perimeno and get migraines. Does anyone get them? Okay, user 475. Migraines, again, migraines is on the list. However, regardless of being on the list of perimenopause and menopause, postmenopause symptoms, if it's happening regularly, then I would go and see the GP. Absolutely go. We had somebody in the community before. The Queen was experiencing migraines every single day from the moment she woke up to the moment she went to bed. And when I asked the question, how long has this been going on? She said to me, it was 2 months. What's that about? That's too long. Why are we leaving our migraines that we're experiencing for 2 months and just normalizing it? No, let's not do that. So I would just go and see your GP. But yeah, perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, you can absolutely get migraines. But if it's not feeling right, go and get it checked out. I'd go and get it investigated because it may not be related to your menopause journey. It could be something completely different. Anything to do with the head, go and get it checked out. Please go and get it checked out. You are absolutely welcome. Absolutely welcome. Started menopause in my early 30s. Hi, Kelly. It can absolutely start in 30s. I mean, perimenopause 45, 55, menopause 45, 55. Typically, it's 51. Menopause in the UK, typically it's 51. But we know it can actually start early. The youngest one in the community, I think, is 28. Menopause can be surgically induced, or people refer to it as chemically induced. It could be induced by surgery, it can be induced by radiation, chemotherapy. It can come early, absolutely come early. And how are you? Are you navigating through it well? Would you say you're navigating through it well, Kelly? Yeah, please go and get your 2 hour sleep checked out, FB, because that is absolutely not normal. Oh, DJ, I'm hoping I've pronounced your name correctly. Welcome to the community. Thank you for the. See, Claire got in there before me. Claire, you're on the ball. See, the community ambassadors are totally on the ball. Right. Queens, I'm going to let you go now because I'm just like, my eyes are feeling heavy. And what's the time now? Okay, I've been on almost 2 hours. Thank you for the follow. And everyone that's joined this evening, those of you on the For You page, if you've been listening in, I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. This community is your community, okay? This is a like-minded community, or a community where you will find like-minded people. We're not going to judge you here. If you don't know about the menopause, then this is why we're here. I give you as much information as possible. The information I give you, you can go and do your research on top of that. It is information just to raise your awareness, okay? If there's anything that you'd like to find out about, I've probably got lists of it. I've probably got information about it. Get in touch with me. You can get in touch with me via DMs, or you can just go onto the page and click on the email link and it will bring up an email to the Menopause Wellness community. And I'm the only one who reads the email, so you can send it to me. But I've got time for everyone. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you need any information, I can send that over to you also. Hi, Sonia. How are you? I went into surgical menopause. It's been hard. Can you advise anything? Okay. I'm sorry to hear that it's been a struggle for you. And I do hope your surgery went well. I would go and speak to, and this is the thing, what's confusing. I hear this all the time. You went into, you're not allowed to use HRT. You would obviously, they're telling you that for a specific reason. So I would say to you, if HRT is not an option, I would say to you, probably look at alternative non-hormonal route. So things like, and I can send you a list, Sonia, as well. Things like maybe your evening primrose and magnesium glycinate. Things like Dong Quai. Sea moss is good for things like gut health and other things as well. Sea moss has got 92 or 98 nutrients in it. So there are going to be things that you can be looking at as well. What I would say to you is I can send you the list, have it there as information. Don't feel that just because it's on the list, you have to start using it. If you are on any medication or you have any health conditions, I would always advise you to go and speak to your GP about it first before going to start something new, because if you are on medication or you do have any health conditions, you do not want anything new to be exacerbating your health condition or your medication, or ruling out your medication, because there are going to be things that you shouldn't be mixing together. And this is why we need to do our due diligence. Okay, I had someone message me the other day, and they started taking Silogit, and they were asking me. I can't remember what question they were asking me. They was asking me about that's it. Their sugar levels were going down. Their sugar level readings were going down dramatically, and they said they were taking the Shilajit. I said, okay, Shilajit lowers your sugar levels. They didn't know that. This is why it's really important that we do our research. Yes, okay, I've heard this is amazing. I need to start taking it. But before you take it, go and do your research. Because if you're diabetic and you are using something, it may counteract. So let's do the research. Yeah. So Sonia, I can send over information for you, so you can just have like a little bank of information there to go through. I can email it to you. Don't put your email in the chat. Reach out to me, either DM me in here or just go on the page, community page, and click on the email link and send me an email, and I can get that sent to you. I will definitely send it out tomorrow now. I've got a meeting at 10 o'clock and then I'll send it out tomorrow. You'll get it by tomorrow lunchtime. How comes I gained Menno belly overnight and can't lose it? User 308. Thank you for your question. Right, Menno bellies, yeah, we can get them. What happens is when our hormones start declining, it starts to fluctuate. Estrogen, we call that the queen. I call it the queen of hormones, because estrogen is the boss to a lot of things in our body. Our brain, our heart, our belly. This is why when that starts declining, this is why it sorts out the belly, the weight on the belly when it is good. So when it's declining and fluctuating, it's not doing what it should do anymore. So that's what happens. We're going to do some more talks on hormones, actually, okay, and get to know our hormones better. We did do a 3-part series of Get to Know Your Hormones, where we talked about estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. Those of you who have missed that live, what you can do is, if you got YouTube, go on the YouTube channel. I've uploaded those talks. All these lives get uploaded on our YouTube channel, okay? The Menopause Wellness Community YouTube channel. You can go and watch at your leisure and just go and pick out the bits that you want to hear, or you find that is going to be useful. So feel free to do that. But again, the same with information. I've got information. I'm in the process of actually putting together, after we had Lee from Magic Tree come and talk with us in the community we spoke about menopause and superfoods. After that live, I was inspired to go and put a list of superfoods together for the community. I have started that list. What I've been asking from the community members is what superfoods you would like on that list, because I'm creating it anyway regardless. But if you want something specific on there, so what I've got is the superfood itself, what the benefits are, and what the recommended dosage is for it to be of benefit. That's what I've got on these sheets. So I am producing that at the moment. It should be ready within the next couple of weeks. But if you have a specific superfood you would like on there, I think at the moment I've got things like sea moss, I've got dong quai, ashwagandha, all those sort of things. So if you've got anything else, just let me know. So yeah, but you will be able to lose it. You will definitely be able to lose it. And I would say, start by looking at how we're eating, what we're eating. You're welcome, Sonia. How we're eating, what we're eating. Because the food, we don't realize the food is a major factor in this game. It's a major. Is anyone on HRT and is it any good? User 475 has just asked, is anyone on HRT and is it any good? I'm not on HRT, girly. When I done my research on HRT many years ago, it just wasn't for me. I just knew it wasn't for me. So I just never took it, and I don't feel I would ever take it. I may say never, but I don't think I will ever take it. So those are on HRT in the community. I've heard some say it's fantastic, it's been a game changer for them, which is fantastic to hear. And I've heard some menopause warriors say that it wasn't great for them. So it's different for everyone. The thing is, you're not going to know if HRT is of benefit to you until you start taking it. However, what I would say to you, if that is the route you're thinking of going, go and speak to your GP. Ask the right questions. Ask them, what are the benefits? What are the risks? How will I take it? Because there are different forms of HRT. There's gel, there's tablets, there is patches. There's different forms of HRT. Okay, there's estrogen and progesterone. So there's different forms. So ask the right questions. Go and do your research, and then once you've got all that information, you are able to make an informed decision about your journey, about what you need to take, what you want to take. And then once you feel, yeah, this is what I want to do, go for it. Absolutely go for it. You know, you're going to be asked to give it a little while before it starts working and see how it works. 3 to 6 months. I believe you have a review every 6 months. It's different for everyone. Again, some women go back and get the review and they need to increase their dosage or lower their dosage. Different for everyone. Track your journey. The moment you start taking it, I would say anything, the moment you start taking it, start to track it, because then you will know how is it working. So those symptoms you had prior to taking whatever you're taking, once you start taking it, after a week or 2 weeks or after 72 hours, has it changed somewhat? And how has it changed? So I'm always as well suggesting that if you are taking 2 things at one time, maybe stagger them. So take, vitamin A first, and then you start taking it, and for maybe a week or 2, see how it's working well for you, and then introduce the second thing, because then you will know exactly what is working for what. Because sometimes we take everything all at once and we don't even know how it's helping us. We're blinded because we don't know. We've taken all these things at once and we never staggered it. It's just a suggestion. Okay, is anyone? Right, so I am going to Gorgeous Praise. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Well, so what I'm going to do now, Queens, I am going to go. And we've been on here for 2 hours, but I hope that you found it useful. You know what? This community is all about just educating ourselves. I am not sitting there claiming to know every single thing, but you know what? I can go and get the information from reliable sources and give it to you. And we can sit here and talk and explore and discuss. That's what we're here for, because knowledge is power. Years ago, we weren't speaking up and speaking our truth about this menopause. We weren't. And years ago, when you look at back 80, 90 years ago, women who were navigating through menopause were actually put in asylums. We're not allowing that to happen. So keep speaking your truth. Let's not walk this journey with our heads held down. Our heads need to be held high. We are going to walk this journey unapologetically. And let's stop apologizing. Let's stop stepping up on our self-care and our self-love. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say goodbye and sign off the way I always sign off. I always sign off 2 ways. The first way, I will say, I'm going to send you a hug, a virtual hug to everyone. And the second thing I always do is just remind you that you are not alone. You're not alone. Do you know what? Sometimes this journey can feel so lonely. You're not alone, okay? And if you do feel alone after the live has ended, please reach out to someone that you trust, someone that will listen, and someone that will understand you, or at least try to start understanding you, because that's all we need sometimes, someone to just listen and understand. Okay, they may not know about the menopause, they may not know all the symptoms we're going through, but they just listen and understand. That's all we need sometimes. So we will be back on Wednesday at 8 p.m. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about, but we will talk. We may just do a catch up and connect actually. And we're going to be back at 8 o'clock. But if there's anything you want to talk about, let's just put it in the chat or just send me an email or send me a DM and we can get that sorted out. Okay. Do have a look at the community page. There's lots of things happening. We're starting meetups. We're starting lots of things happening. Okay. Thank you very much for being everywhere here, everyone. I appreciate you and stay blessed. Have an amazing rest of the week and remember how amazing you are. Okay. Queens, good night.